Yo guys, what's going on? This is Tony here, and today I have my 20 win challenge. I just completed it about 8 hours ago. I really wasn't getting around to recording this. Finally bit the bullet. I'm like, let's get this video recorded. But yeah, as you can see, 20. I had a 16 attempt. These all were me trying the CWA challenges. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but you can basically win money by doing certain things. It didn't go very well, if I'm being quite honest. But yeah, it took me 2 tries, or actually it took me 3. I had a 17 that was right under here as well. So it took me 3 tries to get this done. A 17, 16, and a 20. No complaints really. I use this Lavaloon deck, which is extremely strong in the meta right now. Just a overall really good deck. The Barbs and Skeleton Dragons are so strong together, along with the Inferno Dragon to shred everything, and then you just got the classic Lavaloon push with the Zap Arrows support to kill Skeleton Dragons, and to basically shut down any bait decks. So I'm going to just be going over the replays. No way I'm playing live. Obviously, I've already gotten it. Guys, I'm sorry I was not playing it live. I'm not a risk taker. I just didn't think it was worth it. I did actually go 20-1. I only lost a single time, guys, so that's a little cool thing. But here's the matchups. I'm going to be showing this bait deck, this hunter deck. That was a friend and I, we tied. I'll show this weird off-meta thing. I don't even know what it was. And then I'll show you, that was a rough one. And then I'll just show this graveyard one. Actually, no, we'll go graveyard, and then we'll do one more. Ice Bow. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll go Ice Bow. One of these graveyard decks, haven't decided which. I don't know. I'll look into it. And then these other 3. But yeah, let's just hop straight into the first one, which is going to be this Ice Bow deck. Okay, guys. So Spitfire with Ice Bow, classic deck. Ice Bow is actually a pretty tough matchup for this deck. It never goes well, or usually doesn't go well. Sorry. Just a lot of hard instances, but I do like to Inferno Dragon and Miner with this deck as my starting place. Like, those are my go-to, like my go-to starters. But I just go Miner, other lane. I realize at this point that it is indeed Ice Bow, and I am sad because I hate Ice Bow, as many others hate Ice Bow. But anyway, defense here. He already went for an Expo. I go for the Barb split, high up, and then the Skeleton Dragons, he goes for a log. His Expo will lock on for a pretty chunk of damage, but that's not a huge deal, as I have these Skelly Drags on the board, which either are going to require a response, which they get just the skeletons out, or they are going to get damage, which, I mean, they get both, so there you go. Now we're down 20 damage, which is essentially nothing. Sadly, the damage is in the same lane. Guys, you never, ever, same lane expo. Like, if you do that, I'm sorry, you're terrible with lava. Never do that, guys. Hope I got my emphasis well, I can speak across on the word never there. But anyway, I got the lava going down. The Tesla will go for the Hound. He missed the Hound actually with the Rocket, which is very nice for me, but I feel comfortable going for a Loon. And then, guys, look at this. I also go for the Miner to try to get some chip. He goes for a NATO, pretty standard. I'm getting some chip on the left hand while that's happening, and just like that, I take the lead. So now we're in a much better spot. I'm down 1 elixir. I know he's probably going to go for aggressive expo, which he does. I go for the Barb split, and then the Skeleton Dragons, knowing that there's really not much he can do. If he like if he Teslas or something. Sorry, my throat got clogged for a sec there. But if he Tesla or anything, then I could have just got aggressive and really won the game. So at this point, I go for an Inferno Drag, and I believe I start up another Lava. Yes. He goes for an Expo. I go for a defensive Miner. It's really hard to tower trade when they're not like full committing. As long as they have that Tesla, it's hard. But I split the Barbs again, go for the Skelly Drags once again, and just like that, we basically defend. So, I'm like looking good. Everything's defended. Got Skelly Drags. I arrows just to get some more chip, and then I go for another balloon. Now at this point, guys, look at how low his tower is. I'm just gonna start chipping him down. I go for the Miner. He nades up to King, and then I zap the I don't zap the Tesla. I just focus on defense with that Inferno Dragon. So there you go. He went for the Expo, obviously. Split the barbs like usual. He doesn't have Tesla in hand, so I know my Inferno Dragon will shred. He does go for Rocket, which I immediately have to Skelly Drag. Actually, guys, I tanked an entire Skelly Drag there, which is terrible. I had to zap the Expo because of that. And that was really the only reason why this game was so close, was just that one really terrible play. Anyway, I go for the Inferno Dragon on defense here, along with the Miner. And guys, look, I have the Barbs at the ready as well. He goes for the NATO pool and then misses a Tesla. We get the death damage that we need. And at this point, we're basically there. Zap the tower. Go for a balloon to force out a response. He rockets my tower. He's desperate. But there's just nothing he's going to be able to do as the loon approaches. He misses a NATO. It really didn't matter, guys. Death damage won me the game anyway. But just like that, we got the dub against a usually pretty tough matchup. So a really good one there. I will go over this top one. Because the baby dragon's harder to deal with. The royal deliver is harder to deal with. The barb hut is actually surprisingly harder to deal with than the goblin hut. And just overall, this variant only has a Skelly Dragon's musky gob hut, I guess. This one has poison, delivery, baby dragon, musky, and this big tanky barb hut. So we'll go over this one here. Hop straight into it. Go over to how to beat Graveyard. Graveyard is a pretty easy matchup for Lava Hound. But it is possible to choke, so it's not like it's not 100-0. It's not like you're playing against a bait deck. Bait decks are so easy, almost all of them. Graveyard you can actually lose, but got the Skelly Drags at the ready here. Just kind of chilling here. I normally go Skelly Drags like lower, and then I go for a balloon. So there's the balloon. And then, actually, no, I go for the Miner here, I'm pretty sure, on the Musky. Or, no, okay, I do Skelly Drags, guys. You get double psyched. I actually didn't remember what I did. Oh, I zap the Musketeer here, guys, just to let her get killed. His delivery's late. We get a second drop. And sadly, guys, I'm not going to be able to defend here. Had the arrows on defense. It's just not going to be enough, even with the Miner. Or, no, I don't even throw the Miner, guys. I realize this tower is gone and cut my losses. So, I do start up an Inferno Dragon, just to make sure I don't take too much damage from this Knight in the 4 barbs that are coming. Now, guys, once you're down, or once you, like, tower trade, because you will tower trade so often if you use this deck in the 21 challenge. But once you tower trade, I highly recommend playing, or not playing, but, like, ignoring barbs and just kind of playing more passive. It's just so much easier to play passive once you have a tower, because once your king tower is activated and everything, it's nice. It's real nice. But anyway, go for the Miner to kill the Muskie, and just like that, really no way he defends this. So get the tower down. Good to go. He starts with a Knight in the back. I don't really have a great hand, so you know, just not an ideal situation actually for me. If you like, I mean, just look at my hand, guys. I have like really nothing to cycle. I have to zap. I actually end up hitting the barb hut, which is nice, but not ideal. So go for the Inferno Drag. He goes straight for the Muskie. I decide to arrows, I believe. Yes, arrows. And they go for the Skelly Drags, and then barbs on the Knight Graveyard push that he just sent in. Zap the Knight as well to make sure that it dies, along with a couple Skellies. And just like that, we defend, take about maybe 200 damage, and we are looking good. So, I have a bunch of barbs on the field. I have a Hound now down, and I have an Inferno Dragon as well. So, he can't really go aggressive here, which is extremely good for me, which means that my Skelly Drags are going to get a ton of value against all these barbs. I mean, look at all the barbs he's got, guys. I go for a Miner. I wait way too long on these Skelly Drags that I just never play. Finally get them down. I take a good amount of damage from the barbs. Loon gets almost the second drop, but barely misses. But guys, here's the big thing. Right there, that Lava Hound that I just snuck in front, that will be so difficult to deal with. And then at this point, I can basically just apply pressure. And my next push to win. Sadly, that zap actually didn't kill the Muskie, which put me in a awkward situation. But an Inferno Dragon arrows will clean up everything else, so I will live quite easily. Now I go Balloon and with a Miner, Miner tanks literally everything. He goes for the delivery. That balloon was a little bit aggressive looking back, but it's okay. Now at this point, Skelly Drags on defense. Get ready for the graveyard. How to defend it. Go Barbs, Inferno Dragon, Skelly Drags, kind of a little bit of everything. And then a Loon, I believe, as well in the pocket, yes. Now, he will delivery, and I believe that I will actually not get a drop. Yep, okay, no drop because of that delivery. And at this point, guys, I mean, it's not looking ideal, but Arrow Zap does clean up. And then Inferno Drag and Barbs are just so strong on defense. He fed me a baby dragon there at the bridge. Look at this Inferno Drag. I'm going to eat his baby dragon for breakfast. The whole thing dies. Now, I'm up so much elixir. I still have the damage lead. He can't break through, really, no matter what he does. And at this point, guys, it really is game over. I just spam everything I have at the bridge. Go for a miner. Go for arrows. Go for the zap. Just kind of, you know, get everything. And then the death damage from the loon will be the nail in the coffin right there as the loon gets there. Brings the tower down to 78 health. Barbs and Skelly Drags on defense just to cycle some cards. Got the arrows. 10 seconds left. Clean up. Get the dub. Good game. Number 2 down. Graveyard. Like I said, a pretty simple matchup. If you know how to play it. Like I just showed you. But the next one. This really weird deck that this guy plays. Never seen this. He's pretty high on ladder. Not actually a terrible player. Got a global tourney badge. I don't know. A weird deck. But it's kind of tough. He's got Executioner. He's got Ewiz. He's got Minion Horde. He's got arrows. I mean, he's a lot of air counters. It's really hard to stop the Giant Skeleton. The Hog Rider is pretty difficult to stop. I mean, there's a lot in here. The Lumberjack, I can't... There's a lot, guys. There's a lot. But let's just hop into it. You guys will see how I do it. I will say that this was actually a pretty tough one. He didn't play it that well, to be fair. But he's at the same time, he has a really weird deck. So, I mean, how well can you play something that's, like, not great? But I hound first play. I always hound first play, guys. Always. Every time. You will see me do it every day of every year. Of every century. I don't know. But take some damage from that Lumberjack. Just to keep my Inferno Dragon behind. He goes for a Ewiz. I'm like, oh, that sucks. I thought it was RG at this point. He goes for a Minion Horde. Late arrows, because I, quite frankly, was not ready for him to play a Minion Horde. I just wasn't ready. But then Executioner kind of cleans everything up on defense for him. We do take the lead. At this point, guys, that Loon right there, that just won me the game, really. I mean, it was such a strong play and, like, realization that he has no air counters left. And just like that, we take tower. We have Barbs to defend with. With the Zap, we actually will clean up well. And just like that, we take tower. He doesn't quite take tower. And we are looking good. Now, you got to remember, he still has a lot of, like, very aggressive units that are going to be hard to kill. So, got to remember that. But anyway, he, with the elixir lead he has, starts up a giant skeleton in the back. At this point, I decide, you know what? That tower's gone, guys. I'm not saving it. I don't think I can save it. And if he supports that giant skeleton with absolutely anything, I'm probably going to sack it. Well, guys, here's the thing. He does. He full sends it. I mean, look at that. So like I said, just sack that tower. I don't want it. I don't need it. I got to go aggressive. There's no way I was defending. Now, sadly, my Inferno Dragon gets caught behind in the Lumberjack, but we do have a good offense brewing here with the Miner on the Executioner and everything. Sadly, the Mini Pack actually picks it up, but then I go for the Loon in the pocket. He goes arrows. Executioner kills my Loon. No drops. Not looking great. Now, start up another Inferno Dragon. He goes for a giant skeleton, I believe. Yes, in the back. He just starts that up. I tank the Executioner with a Hound, and he starts up this massive push. I mean, look at this thing, guys. He's got the Executioner. He's got the Lumberjack. He's got the giant skeleton. So I go for the Skeleton Dragons in the pocket. I knew he was going to Ewiz my Inferno Drag, so I had my Barbs ready. And then I went for a Miner, and then I believe a Loon here in just a second. Yes, a Loon. He wastes his arrows at the wrong moment. And just like that, he has absolutely nothing left. We take the tower, get the dub against this really off-meta, funky giant skeleton deck. But we got the dub, which is what's important. I can speak, guys, I swear. Anyway, next game against a toughest matchup of all of them. Hunter Loon. This matchup is brutal. He's got the delivery, got the balloon, got the hunter, got the bats. Now, it's just so difficult to break through the hunter. I mean, it's such a strong card. Only good thing I have going is that he doesn't have a heavy spell. So my Skelly Drags, you will see me utilize these things so much and get just tons of value. So let's hop in here. Okay, guys, so going in, we do have the lava in starting hand, so you already know what we're doing. Also the loon, which is very good, along with the skeleton dragons, which will be very helpful. We both hit each other with the 20-win emote. You know how it is. He goes right in aggressive as all hell with the balloon miner push. I go for the Inferno Dragon. He snowballs it away. Loon gets the first drop. Boom! Gets the second drop. And I immediately go for the balloon. Now, luckily, he did not wait on his hunter because he's kind of dumb. And so he doesn't really have anything at this point for my loon. So loon will do a ton of damage here. We zap the hunter and get the second drop just in time before that delivery takes it out. So sadly, the hunter goes behind the recruit here, which is just bad luck. So forces out Skelly Drags from my behalf, which at this point I didn't realize that I should be saving Skelly Drags, but I definitely should have because it's very difficult to defend without them. So he goes for the fisherman, drags my miner to away for just a bit, saves his tower at 200 health. Now I'm scared of the loon, so I go for the barbs at the bridge, trying to block. He spoiler alert, didn't go for the loon, but it's whatever. I know that I need to get back to my Skelly Drags. Our barb gets a hit, so that's tower down with a zap, or I guess arrows. But I start up the Skelly Drag really at the not the Skelly Drag, sorry, the Inferno Drag at the time I need. He went for the he didn't go for it, but the loon gets a hit. And just like that, guys, we're in a pretty bad spot. Like I said, this matchup is tough. At this point, I do have the skeleton dragons, and I know that. So I'm like, you know what? I can just play nice and passive, get my Skelly Drags down, force out a response because they're really hard to kill. Lava opposite lane, and just quite frankly, there's really not much he's going to be able to do against them. So he goes for the miner, just as I go for the miner. Take the tower. Now, guys, look at these Skelly Drags. He can't kill them. Look at them. They're still on the board. Finally, he gets a loon down with it after killing my Skelly Drags. But at this point, I have a whole Lavaloon push that is brewing. So I Skelly Drags, and then I zap just to make sure the hunter dies. Sadly, didn't wait, but it's fine. We got the second drop. Go for the miner, and bada bing, bada boom, guys. The tower, it goes down here with barbs in the pocket. So we're in a great spot. He, at this point, deliveries, which is fair. I go for a balloon and then a set of arrows. Now, the hunter will get a shot, but we get some good damage. So, you know, we're looking good. Hunter is at zap range, so not really a threat. I don't really want to zap him, though, unless I have to, because obviously my opponent has bats. So start up the Inferno Dragon and then defend with the Skelly Drags. Just overall get ready for defense. So barbs on the hunter just to get more units on the board and save my spells. Now look at all this that I have going his way. He tries to predict, starts cleaning up early on defense. Guys, that's not going to work for him. I go for the loon. The barbs are all down on the board. We get another set of Skelly Drags down in just a second. Or wait, no, guys, we play defensive. I lied. We play defensive. No, we don't. Oh, double psych. Skelly Drags barbs in the pocket. There's nothing he can do. Delivery doesn't get the value he wants. The hunter is out of cycle. Just overall, this is looking terrible for him. I arrows, and then boom, guys, right here, the balloon. There's nothing he can do. He snowballs. He goes for the bats. I zap. And then he's late on the delivery, and just like that, we sneak in that loon drop to get the dub. Very close game, very intense, not a great matchup, but we get the dub. So, very good. We're at 19 at this point, 19-1. And next game against a bait player, which normally I destroy, but I actually play pretty terribly because I am nervous, guys. You gotta realize I'm not a machine. I am human. I am nervous, so I don't play pristinely, but obviously I do get the dub. We'll just go into it. I'll point out some of my mistakes. I'm not gonna lie, there are actually a pretty good amount of them. Just some stupid plays is really it. He goes straight for a Goblin Barrel. Skelly Dregs clean up beautifully, no hits. I go aggressive with a Miner, and then I arrows as well. I don't know why I arrowed still. That was way too aggressive, but I did. So whatever. He goes Bandit. I barbs in the middle, drag everything, get my defense started. Rascal Boy gets a little bit of damage, but that's all good. Miner gets a little chip on his tower, so that's good. Guys, he has a cannon cart. This is a big problem. I have nothing for it. Go for the Inferno Drake. He gets the Spear Gobs down in the nick of time. I have to zap and live with the fact that that cannon cart is on my tower. And now that is a card that you never want on your tower, so not fun. Guys, what is this Miner? This was a really bad Miner on my part. Just doesn't do anything. The Princess is going to fully kill it, and it doesn't get any value. Now, because of that Miner, I have to Skelly Dregs this Goblin Barrel instead of being able to arrow because of the Princess. So we're in a bad spot. I'm not gonna lie. Now, guys, here's the thing. He just made a misplay with his Snowball now. He didn't save his Princess like he tried to, and he wasted Elixir. So, guys, we're both nervous. You can tell. We're both playing bad. Now, I will tank this entire bandit. This was a good play. I realized, you know what? I need the barbs for the cannon cart. He actually ended up going for the cannon cart in the same lane. Another big misplay, guys. This is such a scuffed game. Look at this Inferno Dragon. The Lava Hound gets set on the cannon cart, and so the Inferno Dragon goes in front. So now I'm just looking stupid. But it's whatever. He goes for the Princess. He is literally 2 Elixir. At this point, it's pretty obvious I'm taking tower. Rocket is nowhere ready. Nowhere near ready. Go for the Miner on the Princess. That goes well. He Goblin Barrels and then goes for a Bandit that I have absolutely nothing for. So I have to eat an entire Bandit, guys. Now, at this point, it's looking pretty dire, right? I have nothing for the cannon cart. I'm down like 1,400 damage. It's not looking good. But these skeleton dragons are so strong in this matchup. They're going to get so much value here, guys. Look at this. So I go Skelly Drags early on. I need this cannon cart dead, right? Go arrows. Sadly miss like literally everything with those arrows. I do try to defend. It doesn't really work. I'm not going to lie. I lose the tower. But here's the thing. He misses a rocket here in just a second. So he rockets, misses about half my units. To be fair, even if he hit it, the Skelly Drakes would have taken tower, so it's whatever. But at this point, guys, look at the lead we've got now. We are dealing so much damage. I set up a Inferno Dragon in the back, looking good. Miner on defense, I thought I was going to cannon cart. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Arrows on the Rascals because they are so annoying to deal with. And then a balloon that he has to respond to. Now, he tries to defend with like Snowball and then Princess. I don't know why. I think at this point he kind of gave up. But in the end, I got the dub there. He gave up. Didn't rocket. If he rocketed, he would have lost anyway. But good dub, solid 20 win, guys. That was really good. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching once again, and peace out.